So in the last class we completed the different types of DC generators. In this different types of DC generator, separately excited, self-excited machines are completed. Separately excited and self-excited. In self-excited, we know the series, shunt, and compound generator. These are the long shunt and short shunt generators. So here in a machine, a DC machine, it has brushes. So brush contact drops are nearly 2 volts for carbon brushes and 0.5 volts for metal graphite brushes. So generally we use for carbon brushes. So consider that a 2 voltage brush drops. It is a voltage drop over the brush contact resistance when current passes from the commutator segments to the brush and finally to the external load. Its value depends on the amount of current and the value of contact resistance. This drop is usually small and includes the brushes of both polarities. However, in practice, the brush contact drop is assumed to have following constant values for all loads: 0.5 volts for metal graphite brushes, 2.2 volts for carbon brushes. So generally we use the 2 volts for brush drops. A shunt generator. So this is the diagram of shunt generator. So the figure, a shunt generator delivers a 450 amps of current at a 230 volts, and the resistance of the shunt field and armature are 50 ohm and 0.03 ohm respectively. Calculate the generated EMF. So it is a shunt generator. A shunt generator delivering 450 amps of the current at 230 volts. Field winding resistance is 50 ohms. So shunt field ohms are generally it is a greater than 50 value, 50 rpm or 50 ohms. But series field and armature field windings are it is less than 1 ohm. Less than 1 ohm. So see the circuit. Current through the field winding is ISH. ISH equal to V by RSH. Here V is the 230 and RSH is the 50. 230 by 50 is equal to 4.6 amps. Load current I equal to 450 amps. Armature current IA equal to I plus ISH. 450 plus 4.6 equal to 454.6 amps. Armature voltage drops equal to IA RA, that equal to armature current into armature resistance. So we can say that armature drop is a 13.6 volts. EG is the terminal voltage plus armature drop. V plus IA RA. EMF generated in the armature is equal to 230 plus 13.6. It is 243.6. So generated EMF equal to V plus drops, voltage drops. It is IA RA drops. Next problem. A long shunt compound generator delivers a load current of 50 amps at 500 volts and has the armature series field and shunt field resistance of 0.05 ohms and 0.0503 ohms and 250 ohms respectively. So the highest resistance value can be considered as field resistance. So calculate the generated voltage and the armature current. Allow 1 volt per brush for a contact drop. 1 volt per brush means we have the 2 brushes for a machine. So 2 volt brush drops. So we should calculate the ISH value because load current I is given 50 amps. So ISH equal to 500 by 250. 500 is the supply voltage and 250 is the resistance. So the 2 amps of the current will be allowed in the field. 2 amps of the current will be allowed. So 50 plus 2 that equal to 52 amps. Voltage drop on series field winding 52 into 0.03 that equal to 1.56 volts. Armature voltage drop equal to IARA that equal to 52 into 0.05 that equal to 2.6 volts. Drop at brushes equal to 2 into 1 that equal to 2 volts. Is equal to V plus IARA plus series drop plus brush drops. So shown in the figure, a short shunt compound generator delivers a load current of 30 amps at 220 volts and has the armature series field and shunt field resistance of 0.05 ohm and 0.30 ohms and 200 ohm respectively. Calculate the induced EMF and armature current. Allow 1 volt per brush for conductor drop. Generator circuit diagram is shown in figure. The voltage drop in a series winding is 30 into 0.3 that equal to 9 volts. Voltage across shunt winding, voltage across shunt winding 220 plus 9 that equal to 229 volts. ISH equal to 229 by 200 that equal to 1.145 amps. IA equal to 30 plus 1.145. That means here IA is equal to the IL equal to IL plus ISH. Here IA equal to IL is the 30 ISH is the 1.145. IA equal to IL plus ISH 31.145. So if you want armature drop, then armature current into armature resistance, IA RA, IA RA 31.145 into 0.05, that equal to 1.56 volts. Brush drop equal to 2 into 1, that equal to 2 volts. V plus series drop voltage, generated voltage is equal to supply voltage is equal to the voltage available at load V plus series drop plus brush drops plus IARA drops. So the supply voltage is here 220 volt. Series drop is a series drop voltage 9 volts, that is a voltage drop in a series winding. Voltage drop in a series winding, and brush drop is a 2 volts, and armature drop is a 1.56. So it is a 232.56 volts. 232.56 volts. In a long shunt compound generator, the terminal voltage is 230 volts. Draw the diagram of long shunt compound generator. The terminal voltage is 230 volts. When the generator delivers 150 amps, determine induced EMF, total power generated, and distribution of this power. Given that shunt field and series field diverter and armature resistance are 92 ohms and 0.015 ohms, 0.3 ohms and 0.32 ohm respectively. So a long shunt compound generator, the terminal voltage is 230. When generator delivers 150 amps of current, that is the load current is 150 amps, and V value is 230 volts. Determine the induced EMF. If you want the induced EMF is equal to V plus here a long shunt compound generator, then E is equal to V plus IARA plus ISCRSE plus brush drops. Here ISC and IA is the same, so you try for compound generator, long shunt compound generator. Draw the long shunt compound generator. So first we can calculate the ISH value. Because of ISH we can find the IA value, because IL is already there. The IL is equal to 150 amps. ISH we have to calculate V by RSH. V equal to 230 volts by 92, that equal to 2.5 amps. IA equal to 150 plus 2.5, that equal to 152.5 amps. So the diverter resistance value is 0.03 and series field resistance value is 0.015. So the combined resistance is a zero point 0.1 ohm. 0.1 ohm. Total armature circuit resistance is the RA and diverter resistance and RAC resistance. It is a combination of, we get a 0.1 ohm plus 0.032 ohm, that equal to 0.42 ohm. Voltage drop equal to 152.5 ohm. This is IA value 152.5 IA into armature circuit resistance, that is a 6.4 volt. This is the voltage drop in a armature circuit and series field circuit. Armature circuit and series field circuit. Voltage generated by the armature equal to EG equal to V plus drop, that is 230 plus 6.4, then 236.4 volts. Total power generated in the armature is EGIA. The power generated is equal to the EMF in armature circuit, that is EG generated EMF, and IA is the armature current. 236.4 into 152.5, that equal to 36,051 watts. Power lost in the armature circuit IARA equal to 152.5 square into 0.032, that equal to 744 watts. Two 32 watt, 575 watt. So the complete total power is 36,050 watt, 36,051 watt. So the following information given for a 300 kilowatt, 600 volt, 300 kilowatt and 600 volt long shunt compound generator. Shunt field resistance is 75 ohm. Shunt field resistance is 75 ohm. and armature resistance including brush resistance is 0.03, 0.03. Commutating field winding resistance is 0.11. Series field resistance is 0.12 and diverter resistance is 0.36. Here we can simply identify that the diverter resistance is in parallel to the series field, but commutating resistance means here commutating resistance is in series to the series field winding or armature winding. So the commutating field winding is always in series to the armature winding. So the diverter resistance is a 0.36 ohm. When the machine is delivering full load, calculate the voltage and power generated by the armature. Power output equal to 3 lakhs watt. Output current equal to 300 kV by 600, that equal to 500 amps. ISH equal to 600 by 75. So the shunt field current is voltage, supply voltage by load voltage by shunt field resistance, that equal to 8 amps, and II is equal to IL plus ISH. IL value is the 500, that is load current value is the 500. It is 508 amps. Since the series field resistance and diverter resistance are in parallel, so their combined resistance is R1 into R2 by R1 plus R2. So the combined resistance is 0.009 ohm. Total armature circuit resistance is 0.03 minus 0.11, equal to 0.5 ohm. Voltage drop equal to 508 into 0.5, that equal to 25.4 volts. Voltage generated by the armature 600 plus 25.4, that equal to 625.4 volts. Power generated equal to 625.4 into 508, that equal to 3,17,700. Generated EMF or EMF equation of generator. Flux per pole in Weber. Z total number of armature conductors, that equal number of slots into number of conductors per slot. P equal to number of generator poles, A equal to number of parallel paths in armature. N is the armature rotation in revolution per minute. E is the EMF induced in the any parallel path in armature. Generated EMF is equal to EMF generated in any one of parallel path, that is E. Average EMF generated per conductor equal to d pi by dt in volts n equal to 1. A flux cutting per conductor in one revolution d pi equal to, it is flux cut per conductor in one revolution d pi equal to pi p webers. Number of revolution per second equal to n by 60. Time for one revolution dt equal to 60 by n seconds. Hence, according to Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, EMF generated per conductor equal to d pi by dt, that equal to pi pn by 60 volts. Pi equal to flux per pole in webers. Z total number of armature conductors, number of slots, number of conductors. Z is the number of slots into number of conductors per slot. So EMF generated equal to pi pn by 60. For a simplex wave winding, number of parallel paths equal to 2, number of conductors in series in one path Z by 2. Then EMF generated per path equal to pi pn by 60 into Z by 2, that equal to pi zn pi zpn by 120 volts. If it is a wave winding machine, the EMF equation is pi zpn by 120. If it is a simplex lap winding machine, number of parallel paths P, number of conductors in one path Z by P, EMF generated per path pi pn by 60, that equal to Z by P, pi zn by 60 volts. In general, generated EMF is equal to pi zn by 60 into P by A volts. Where A equal to 2 for simplex wave winding, A equal to P for a simplex lap winding machine. One by 2 pi n by 60 pi z P by A, omega pi z by 2 pi P by A volt, omega in radians per second. For a given DC machine, Zp and A are constant, hence putting K equal to Zp by A, we get an answer is equal to Ka pi n volts. So note down that Ag equal to pi zn by 60 into P by A equal to P for lap winding machine, A equal to for a wave winding machine. So EMF equation is is equal to pi z n by 60 into P by A equal to P for lap winding machine, A equal to 2 for wave winding machine. A 4-pole generator having a wave wound armature winding has a 51 slot, each slot containing the 20 conductors. What will be the voltage generated in the machine when driven at 1500 rpm, assuming the flux per pole to be 7.0 milliwebers, is equal to pi z n by 60 P by A volts. Again, a 4-pole generator having wave wound armature winding has a 51 slots. 51 slot, each slot containing the 20 conductors. So 51 into 20, that equal to 1020 conductors, because Z equal to slots into number of conductor, slots per conductor. What will be the what will be the voltage generated in the machine when driven at 1500 rpm, assuming the flux per pole to be a 7 milliwebers, is equal to pi z n by 60 P by A volts. Pi z n by 60 P by A volts. Pi equal to 7 milliwebers, 7 into 10 power minus 3 webers. Z equal to 51 into 20, A equal to P, that equal to 4, N equal to 1500 rpm. And 8-pole, so easy value is the 178. That means pi Z value is there, N is the 1500, and 60, P is the number of poles are 4, and A is the 2 because of it is a wave winding machine. An 8-pole DC generator has a 500 armature conductors and a useful flux of 0.05 Weber per pole. What will be the EMF generated if it is a lap connected and runs at 1200 rpm? What must be the speed at which it is to be driven? Produce the same EMF. What must be the speed at which it's driven? Produce the same EMF if it is a wave wound machine. So initially it is a lap wound machine. It is running at 1200 rpm, and now the machine has to be converted into the wave winding machine. To produce the same EMF, the wave winding machine has to be run at what speed? So number of poles are poles 8. In a lap winding machine, P and A equal to 8 is equal to pi N by 60 P by A. at E equal to 500 volts. Lap winding. If it is a wave winding machine, P equal to 8, A equal to 2. The poles are 8 and parallel paths are 2. P by A equal to 4. E equal to pi n 60 P by A. So E equal to 500 volts. N equal to 300 RPM. Because hence with the wave winding it must be driven at a 300 RPM to generate 500 volts. It is from E1 by E2 equal to N1 by N2 or E2 by E1 equal to N2 by N1. If you want a N2 value, then E2 by E1 into N1. E2 value is the 500 and E1 value also 8-pole DC shunt generator with a 778 wave connected armature conductor and running at 500 rpm supplies a load of 12.5 ohm resistance at a terminal voltage of 50 ohm volts. The armature resistance is 0.24 ohm and the field resistance is 250 ohms. Find the armature current, the induced EMF and the flux per pole. So it is a 8-pole DC shunt generator with a wave connection. 778 conductor, Z equal to 778 and running at 1500 rpm. So N value is 1500 rpm. Note down this value. So P equal to 8 and Z equal to 778 and N equal to 500 rpm and supply load of 12.5 ohm resistance. 12.45 ohm resistance. So here he was given the resistance load resistance value 12.5 ohm resistance at a terminal voltage of 50 volts. The voltage across this is 50 volts. 50 volts. The armature resistance is 0.24 ohm, 0.24 ohm and the field resistance is 250 ohm. Find the armature current. So if I want the armature current, so the induced EMF and the flux per pole. So here in a voltage of resistance and a terminal voltage is not a 50 volt, it is a 250. So it was correct that in a problem it was a 50, but it is a 250 because the field resistance 250. So okay, it is a 250. So you can calculate the ISH value. ISH equal to V by R. V and R are the both the 250 and 250. So the current ISH value is 1 amps. And calculate the load current V by R. V is 250 and resistance is 12.5. So we get a 20 amps of the current. So I want IA value. IA equal to ISH plus IL. ISH plus IL. IA equal to armature current equal to load current plus shunt field current. So 20 plus 1, 21 amps. Induced EMF equal to 250 plus 21 into 0.24, that equal to 255.4 volts. Is equal to pi z by 60 into P by A. So is equal to 255.4, that equal to pi into 778 into 500 by 60. P equal to 8 by 2. Pi equal to 9.83 milliwebers. And 3 milliwebers. A 4-pole lap connected armature of a DC shunt generator is required to supply the load connected in the parallel 5 kilowatt geyser at 250 volts and 2.5 kilowatt light load also 250 volts. So it is a DC generator, shunt DC generator with a 4-pole and lap winding machine. So it's supplying a load, the two loads, that is one geyser and light load. So these two loads are ratings are 5 kilowatt and 250 volts. And here is a 2.5 kilowatt and 250 volts. The generator has the armature resistance of 0.2 ohm and a field resistance of 250 ohms. The armature has a 120 conductors in the slots and runs at 1000 rpm, allowing the 1 volt per brush per contact drops and neglecting the friction and flux per pole. Armature current per pole path geyser current 5000 by 250. that equal to 20 amps. Current for lighting to 2500 by 250 that equal to 10 amps. Total current equal to 30 amps. Field current for generator that equal to 1 amps. Armature current 31 amps. Armature resistance of 31 into 0.2 that equal to 6.2 volts. Generated EMF that equal to 250 plus that means supply voltage into voltage drops. That voltage of the armature voltage drop plus brush voltage drop. Armature voltage drop is the 6.2 and brush drop is the 2 volts. Number of poles equal to 4. The flux per pole obtained from the EMF equation. So pi equal to 129.1 milliwevers. Armature current per parallel path equal to 31 by 4. 31 armature current per parallel paths are 4 because of lap winding. Number of parallel paths equal to number of poles.